All right, Shalom, Shalom. First things first, we want to give all praise and honor to Yahweh, Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Kadash. And we say Barak to Yahweh, Barak to Yahushai, Bashim Kadash. And we give double honors to our apostle elders, to the apostle elders, the great millstone, which feed us with knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of the spirit of power, Yahweh, Bashim Yahushai. We're in the time of the end, 2020. 2021, which is becoming and is the year of hastening the coming of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. I just want to make sure this video, I just have to pull it up on this side here. Bear with me 1 second. But the times that we at now, man, are beautiful times. We're being redeemed. We're being given opportunity to come back to ourselves and to you hopeful elect on the four corners of the planet Earth, confusion of faith, as believing in this truth and believing in the name of Yahweh Shai. We're in a time of great things taking place. Let me pull this up. And shalom to those on the comment board too. Yahweh Shai Barakatham to you. This video is gonna be sort of I've been as soon as I seen the information, I've been wanting to put this video together. So let me let this pull up. But as you see, warning, danger zone. Time is short. Okay. Seen the information, I've been wanting to put this video together. So let me let this pull up. Okay. Okay, there we go. I just wanted to make sure everything. I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen. We're gonna jump right into it. This is time is crazy, man. Where we at now is not game plan, man. Esau has fucked the planet Earth up. All right. If you Akim have never heard this right here, we're gonna jump right into it. It's called de-soiling. Okay. Why the Lord said certain precepts, we have to understand why the Lord said, and I always wondered about. He said those days shall be shortened for the elect's sake. Okay. If it was not for the elect's sake, these days shall not. That's why it feels like a week goes by like nothing. It feels like almost 2 days and a week has gone by. Okay. Why I say that? Because the time is being shortened because we don't have that much time. That's why Jake has to wake up, man. You know, Jake really has to wake up and put themselves in the mode of we had time is short. That's why in the time of Egypt, the Lord said we had our staff in our hand. Okay. Why did that happen? And at the same time, we in the modern day Egypt, okay? Time is short, man. Time is short. So let's jump right into it. This is an article. I was watching the Netflix series, and they went into this subject about it's called desertification. If I'm not mistaken, it's called desertification. Let me make sure. Let me pull it up on this one. Make sure all these tabs are going. Let me click this. I thought I had all the tabs I needed up, but you know, we'll. Okay, here we go. Desertification. All right, let's read it. It says desertification is a type of land degeneration in dryad in which biological productivity is lost due to natural processes or induced by human activity. What activity is this speaking about? What human is this speaking about? Which is not a human at all. It's speaking about Esau. Okay, but we're going to get right into that. Human activities whereby fertile areas become increasingly arid. All right, we don't have time. Okay, we don't. That's why the Lord is speeding things up because Esau's about to destroy himself. You don't even realize it through his. That's why it says the love of money is the root of all evil, and evil means bad time. Okay, so let's read this. It says, look at the article. Only 60 years left. Only 60 years of farming soil left. Degradation continues. But look at this. It says 60 years, right? Let's see when this article was published because it's less than 60 years. It's running like 50, 55, 59, along those lines. This article was originally published in 2014. So that's 7 years ago. That's 7 years ago. So there's only 53 years. If it said 60 back then, there's 53 years on the clock. That's math, right? This was 60 years back then, and it's been 7 years. So there's 53 on the supposed clock. So let's read it. Generating 3 centimeters of topsoil takes 1,000, or generating, and I jumped into this because, you know, I do a little gardening, and, you know, I found methods to grow, you know, Lord willing, I can, you know, share that with Akim, just better ways to grow if you do garden. But let's jump into it. It says, generating 3 centimeters of topsoil takes 1,000 years. And if current rates of degeneration continue, all the world's, remember this part, all the world's topsoil could be gone within 60 years, a senior UN official said. Okay? Rome Thomas Reuters Foundation, generating 3 centimeters of topsoil takes 1,000 years, right? So let's jump right in, because I know Jake is very, you know, visual. So let's show you. I'm gonna show you part of this video to show you. Let Esau put it in his words. And these Edomites, what cracks me up? These Edomites will point out a problem and pretend like it's not them that is doing it. They want to pretend like it's a boogie monster that came and started to take the soil out, or some mystical creature is burning the topsoil. No, it's men that run organizations and that promote these things that are doing this to the planet Earth. So you got to point the finger somewhere. It's like this. Let me let this. Let me pause this for a second. Okay, let me just play it. I don't want it to mess up. It's going. So let's play this part of this, and listen close, Akim.
This is extremely shallow soil. There's not.
Okay, let me turn it up. Let me turn it up right here. Turn it up on my. And if you Akim on the comment board, let me know if everything is coming in okay. Let me know if the screen is good. Let me know if the volume is good, and I can turn it up if you can't hear it. Or I definitely post the link. But I'm gonna play the video now.
Not much left. We can see hardly anything is growing. Extremely shallow soil. Then. This is extremely shallow soil. There's not much left. We can see hardly anything is growing. Straight away, I'd hit rock.
See this?
You can see the difference in the level between.
This is going to be the example of what degeneration of topsoil looks like. Okay, we don't know about this. Why? Because we in ghettos. We're in we're check to check. If you got land, you're not worrying about it because you're going to the grocery store. So it's not on, you know, it's not, I ain't gonna say it's not on us, but we're not privy to it. Esau ignores these problems. Okay, if he was a right ruler and he cared for the earth, he wouldn't ignore these problems to try to make money. That's why the Lord said it. It says the love of money is the root of all evil. Okay, if you love to make a dollar, you'll these things won't be important to you. That's why the Lord said, "Give me neither in this by the way of the prophets, give me neither riches nor poverty, lest I be rich and say, who is the Most High?" Because if you attain to the Most High, you're going to attain to the Most High's creation, which is yourself, which is your body, which is the land, the animals that the Lord did give you and bless you with. You see how that works, man? But we don't, you know, get all that back.
This is extremely shallow soil. There's not much left. We can see hardly anything is growing. Straight away, I'd hit rock. You can see the difference in the level between the forest and the fields. In 50 years, we've lost a lot of soil.
The farmer is no longer on his soil. He is on his undersoil. He has 15 centimeters left.
Hold on. Let me get this. Let me let you brothers see. I'm gonna take my screen off. There you go. Hey, 444. Hey, 44 mercy.
You can see that this soil soil over here was protected by the forest.
Okay, so now look at a place that's protected, and you can see the difference on the soil levels, okay?
Correct. But in this field, we've used industrial chemical farming, and we've lost 60 or 70 centimeters of soil. We can grow decent yields on 80 centimeters of soil, but with 17 centimeters, we can't grow a whole lot.
Claude and Lydia have long known the world's soil has been dying since they quit their job.
See? So I just wanted to show that, you know, so Akim can see the actual loss of topsoil, you know, and this is happening all around the world. This isn't just happening in different places. This is happening all around the world. Okay? And it says about a third of the world's soil has already been degraded. Maria Helena Sumdio of the Food and Agriculture Organization, FAO, told a forum marketing World Soil marking World Soil Day. Okay, the cause of soil destruction includes chemical heavy farming techniques, deforestation, which increases erosion, and global warming. Why is chemical killing? Because organisms, it's all about microorganisms, man. Okay, Esau's killing the microorganisms. This is a whole nother lesson I'm Lord willing I can do immediately, but this is what the soil looks like. Okay, this is what the soil looks like on a healthy plot of land.
Microbiomes are collections of microorganisms that live together in a given environment.
I
Every
don't
soil
know.
and sediment on Earth has
Okay,
a
I'm gonna
microbiome.
pause it. I ain't gonna have Esau hit me, man. But let me see if I can get it in the land. It won't do it, but microorganisms is what they're killing in the actual soil. Okay, so Lord willing, I'll make that video and we can go into that. It says the cause of the soil destruction includes chemical heavy farming techniques, deforestation, which increases erosion, and global warming, which that's a part of the plan too. The earth under our feet is too often ignored by policymakers, experts said. Who's the policymakers? That's Esau. Esau's the policymaker. And it says, unless new approaches are adopted, the global amount of arid and productive land per person in 2050 will be only a quarter of the level in 1960. The FAO reported due to growing populations, the soil degeneration, soil plays a key role in absorbing carbon and filtering water. The FAO report soil destruction creates various cycles in which less carbon is stored and the world gets hotter and the land is further degraded. We are losing 30 soccer fields of soil every minute. Every minute. And it says mostly due to intensive farming. So that's what you see is taking place. There's only 60 years left of and that was less of our actual growable soil. So what's going to be left? If you can't grow food, what's going to happen? What's going to happen to the food production? What's going to happen to the so-called produce? That's why we're using heavy GMO. That's why genetically altered organisms are being used at such a high level, man. They're being used at such a high level because they can't produce in the soil that they have now. So the less soil that they're having to use chemicals and different methods to grow, which is killing the earth itself. So it's going down a spiral, man. So let's jump into the precepts. This is Matthew 24 and verse 22. And it reads, and except those days be shortened, there should no flesh be saved. Understand that. This is why the Lord told us this. You know, he told us, but we don't know the full extent. That's 60 years. It says 60 years. You have 50 something years now. Okay, so it says, except those days be shortened, there should no flesh be saved. Okay, so let's look up what that word saved is. Saos.
Strong 49:82. Sozo.
Sozo. And it says what? To save, keep safe, sound, to rescue from danger or destruction. See? One, from injury or peril. What is the peril? The lack of things that the earth itself is dying, man. The earth itself is dying under this man. That's why you have to care, man. You know, it's not saying, oh, but we can by going in the spirit of Yahweh Shai. We're not going to try to plant some trees, because the only one that can save it is the Lord, man. It says to save a suffering one from perishing, i.e., one suffering from disease, to make well, heal, restore to health. That's why it says Lazarus, their wounds, the petrifying wounds, we're the ones that need to be healed. To preserve one who is in danger of destruction, to save or rescue. We need rescue, and the earth needs rescue. Because if it's not rescued, then what's going to happen? The earth itself isn't going to be around. Or if it's going to be around, it's not going to be able to be inhabited or being inhabited in its fullness. To save in the technical biblical sense. Let's keep going down. To deliver from penalties of the Masonic judgment. To save from evil which obstructs the reception of Masonic deliverance. All right, and you see it now, man. You see Esau doing all types of things that are what? Trying to attack this truth and trying to attack the people that believe in this truth, man. Okay? Read it one more time. And except those days be shortened, there shall no flesh be saved. None. No flesh. But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. And that's why you see the days going by quick, man. If any man shall say unto, that's it on that. Let's jump to, this is Isaiah. Let's jump to Isaiah 65. And then that's why it's so crucial that we get ourselves on point, man. So we can hurry up and get up out of here, man. This thing is, you know, we see the point. That's why the apostles say, the elders tell them that we had to learn of this, man. Now we understand why we have to keep the planet in order. Now we understand why we have to keep the laws, man. Now we understand why we have to go after these things. This is the knowledge of evil, man. If we don't obey the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Shem Shai, evil comes in. You got destruction of animals, forests, soil, water, man. We're in paradise. How is paradise running on fumes, man? That's like you see a Lamborghini on a donut, man. You see a Rolls Royce on bricks. It doesn't look right, man. The earth is beautiful, but it's not right. It's something ain't right with it, man. All right, let's jump right back into it. This is Isaiah 65 and verse 8. Isaiah 65 and 8. And it reads, thus saith the Lord, as the new wine is found in the cluster, and one saith, destroy it not, for a blessing is in it. So will I do for my servant's sake, that I may not destroy them all. So the Lord is coming for that, for 1/3, man. All right, 2/3 have to go, but they're going to come back in the reincarnation as the children of the 1/3, man. Okay? But it says, and I will bring the fourth of the seed out of Jacob and out of Judah, an inheritor of my mountains, which is Yahushua, which stems down to the 12, King David. All right, the rulership, the government body, man. All right. It says, and mine elect shall inherit it, and my servant shall dwell there. So where are we going to dwell at? We're going to dwell on the planet Earth. And the earth isn't going to look like it's looking right now, man. The earth isn't going to look like you see here. This is what the earth is reduced to, man. Why do you think you have people moving around? Look, because this is after Esau's ways. Because the land Sabbath isn't being enforced. We have to teach these nations how to live, man. That's why it says they're going to come up and learn about the ways. We're going to show them how to grow, how to follow the laws, and they're not going to have to worry about being hungry. They're not going to have to worry about being hard up like they are now, man. But they're going to have to pay that tribute. They're going to have to ante up, man, which is rightfully so. You don't go to a restaurant and order food. Sometimes you have to pay for a consultant. It's called a consultant fee, man. Okay, the nations will have to pay a consultant fee because we're going to teach them how to what live on planet Earth the best way. Okay, this is what the Earth is looking like, man. This is all what the Earth is going to look like, holy, man, where there's not going to be anywhere to grow good soil in. Okay, that's why it says warning, danger zone, man. We're in the danger zone. 50 years. That means some of us. That's like not 80, man, 90. But we ain't trying to be here for that. This is what, if we were stuck now and there was no truth being awoke, we had 50 some years before we all start starving, man, and or eating pure GMO. No actual organic foods to speak of, man. And that's why they're doing microgreens and different things like that also. This is back in Isaiah 65 in verse 8. Read it one more time. Thus saith the Lord, as the new wine is found in the cluster, and one saith, destroy it not, for a blessing is in it. So will I do for my servants' sake, that I may not destroy them all. And I will bring the fourth, it says, and I will bring a fourth seed out of Jacob and out of Judah, an inherit of my mountain. Mine elect shall inherit it, and my servants shall dwell there. And that's what, man, that's the thing we coming, man. He's raising up those that will inherit the earth, man. And we're not going to inherit a broken down planet, man. We're going to inherit something that's going to be beautiful. It's going to be paradise again. This is Matthew 7 and verse 15. This is Matthew 7 and verse 15. Beware of false prophets, which come to you in sheep's clothing, but inward are ravening wolves. Ye shall know them by their fruits. Do men gather grapes of thorns or figs of thistles? Even so, every good tree, it says, even so, every good tree bringeth forth good fruit, but a corrupt tree bringeth forth evil fruit. And that's how we know that this man's the devil. You got vocab, you got different people that saying, oh, we don't know where the wicked is at. We know where the wicked is at because we've seen the fruits of the wicked. There's a certain sect of people that has brought the planet Earth to the point of extinction, man. To the point of there's not going to be any flesh to be saved on the planet Earth, man. This is 1 Samuel 24 and verse 13. As saith the Proverbs of the ancients, wickedness proceedeth from the wicked. See, wickedness proceedeth from the wicked, but mine hand shall not be upon thee. So that's how we know that this man is the wicked. And let me pull this real quick from Servant of the Most High, Shalom. This is Isaiah 60 and verse 13. It says, the glory of Lebanon shall come unto thee, the fir tree, the pine tree, the box tree together. Exactly, because that's going to beautify that's what's going to turn Israel back to that arid, because you need forests to generate that topsoil. Between the leaves falling, the vegetation, the animals, all the grazing, livestock, all that affects the soil, man. But we've gotten away from that. That's why the Lord gave us a land Sabbath, so we can make sure the planet is at its peak performance. Just like, you know, you need a car, right? You have a car, you need to know how to keep that car tuned up. You need to know how to change the oil. You need to know how to the spark plugs. So that's everything that the Lord gave us, how to treat the planet itself, man. All right. And it says to beautify the place of my sanctuary, and I will make the place of my feet glorious. So you're going to see, it's going to be like an oasis, man, a beautiful oasis. You know, when you see an oasis, man, it's beautiful, man. Hold on. This is what let me see. The earth is getting ready to look. Hold on. Let me see. Paradise. Look. The earth is this is the earth. But you get to looking, you forget these, man. Oh, this is a nice one right here. Hey, things are coming, man. Hey. See, that's why Jake can't be in those places. We be comfortable. But this is what we getting ready to inherit. The Most High is gonna fix it, man. You know, we getting ready to inherit beauty on beauty on beauty. That's what motivates. I look at this all the time. This is something I enjoy to look at. I look at islands, I look at different parts of the planet Earth, and see it for what it is. This is a place that we getting ready to inherit. But let's jump back into it. I'm not gonna make it long. And this is the book of Proverbs. Brother got another precept. This is Proverbs 29 and verse 2. It says, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. That's how we know he's the wicked also. Because if he was the righteous, you wouldn't have so much turmoil in the world right now. Because you have those that they don't know what to believe in. Because why? Why do people do the things that they're doing? Because what? Esau's pushed that dogma on them, man. Has pushed that vibration of democracy and do as thou wilt. No, you can't do as thy will. If you do as your will, that's the same thing he does with the earth. Because they just had where they just found so many barrels of DDT in the ocean off California. It's double the size of Manhattan, man. So you have that much chemical dumping out there. Who did that? That wasn't Negroes. All right, this is Galatians 5 and 22. It says, but the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, long suffering, gentleness, goodness, faith, meekness, temperance. Against such there is no law. So that's why you can tell the fruit. That's what the what's getting ready to come to the planet Earth once the righteous are in rulership, man. These things are going to go throughout the planet Earth, but they're not here now because why? The wicked is bearing rule. The wicked is in power. But let's prove that real quick. That's how you know, because he said he's the border. Now his border extends all throughout the planet Earth. This is Malachi 1 and 4. Whereas Edom said, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down. And they shall call them, who's them? The Edomites, the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord has indignation forever. So they are, wherever they're at is wicked, man. That's where wickedness dwells. So the planet Earth is inhabited by the wicked, man. He has his clutches all over the planet Earth, by space, by sea. He has it. So everywhere he's at is breaking down, man. Because he is the wicked. He doesn't realize whatever he touches, just like you have a Midas touch, right? Midas touches King Midas, which he touched everything and turned to gold, right? So Esau has that reverse effect. He's got that a D Midas touch, all right? D Midas touch. That means everything he touches dissolves. It turns to wickedness, man. Mush, plastic in the ocean, chemicals. Who knows the list of chemicals that cause cancer and other bodily harm goes on and on. We'll be here all day talking about that, man. All right. Let's jump to the precept. This is going to be 1 Samuel or Salakia. This is Isaiah 34 and verse 5. This is Isaiah 34 and verse 5. Read it again. It says, for my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea and upon the people of my curse to judgment. Because that's the people of his curse. What's the curse? That leprosy, that mark of Cain that was placed on their forefather, man. All right. It was placed on them, and that through generations he received and got that mark again. That's why it says he punishes generations, man. So it didn't matter if Cain went into the spirit world, came back, he got that mark on him. This is Jeremiah 49 and verse 8. Jeremiah 49 and verse 8. Flee ye, turn back, dwell deep, O inhabitants of the Dan, for I will bring the calamity of Esau upon him. And what's that calamity? Let's look up that word. Let's see here. The calamity is Ed. That's why, man, but you want people to make, you want the Edomites to make it for what? They have the earth, they have heaven, they in heaven, they made it to heaven. Well, look what they doing to it. This is heaven. They got paradise in their hands. They want to make it to paradise. They have paradise. It says distress, burden, calamity, burden of the righteous, calamity of nations, disaster of wicked, day of calamity. So a burden, man. Okay, distress. That's what's being put on this man has the stress of the world, man. And it's going to be brought back. That's why it says, whatever a man reap, that shall he also sow. Or whatever a man soweth, that shall he also reap. So like here. And it says, of Esau upon him, the time I will visit. All right. And then the Apocrypha says the Most High is visiting the earth which he made. Okay. He's coming and he's not happy. That's why Revelation said that. All right. This is why Revelation says this right here. This is Revelations 11 and verse 18. Now this should be more clear to you why the Lord said this. This is Revelations 18 or 11 and verse 18. And the nations were angry, and thy wrath is come, and the time of the dead that they should be judged, and thou shouldest give reward unto thy servants the prophets. So we're gonna get a reward, man. And we don't worry about what those that believe this thing, because their unbelief is not going to make anything happen to that reward of those that do believe. All right. It says they should be judged, and it says in that thou shouldest give reward unto thy servants the prophets, and to the saints, and to them that fear thy name, small and great, and shouldest destroy them. Who's them? The wicked. The ones that's ruling over the earth. Read Job 9 and 24. Okay. It says, and shouldest destroy them which destroyeth the earth. So that's what you see. You see the proof and the fruit that this man is the wicked, and he's the one that's destroying the planet earth. You can't point no fingers anywhere else. And you'd be like, no, other nations are doing it, but who's ruling? Esau can stop that. He got space-bound weapons, man. He can come on and establish the law with force. What do you think the Lord told the Israelites to go into the land of Canaan and do? To go there and take it by force, man. So if the Lord was if this man was in the spirit, the Lord could put on him to fix the earth by force. But the spirit is on him to what? Fulfill prophecy and to fulfill who the wicked is. That's what you see. 1 Thessalonians says what? The man of sin must be revealed. Psalms 110 and verse 5. The Lord is that. It says, the Lord at thy right hand shall strike through kings in the day of his wrath. Who's the king? Esau. That's the king right now. But then you got other kings, which is the UN. It goes into the dragon. It says they gave their power unto the beast. All right. It says, and he shall judge among heathens. He shall fill the places with dead bodies, and he shall wound the head over many countries. He shall drink of the brooks in the way. Therefore shall he lift up his head. That's why it says, were you angry at the trees? Were you angry at the waters? Man, this judgment's coming, but he's going to show the planet Earth what not to do, man. He's going to show the planet Earth what not to do, and how you cannot live the way you want to live and do the things you want to do, man. It's not going to work like that, man. So Lord willing, this was edifying. I think I'm going to leave it here, and definitely leave it with this article. And, definitely, brothers, go into it. It says what? Let me accept these cookies. It says what? Only 60 years of farming left if soil degeneration continues. Only 60 years, man. But now it's back then. All right. So this is why it says warning, danger zone. And it's not for us. This is just to show those that, Jake, they need to see. If you have stepping and playing, man, ain't got no time to retire here or nothing like that, man. It's a burning ship, man. It's a burning ship. So you better hey, jump on board of the spiritual ark, man. All right. So with that, Lord willing, this is edifying, and I'm going to give all praise and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Akarkadash. We say Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Akarkadash. And we get double honors to the apostle elders again. And to you hope for the elect out there, keep fighting, keep pushing. And like it says, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying, and to show the severity of what situation we're in, man. All right, these are severe things that are taking place. This is not no games. It ain't 100 years. It ain't 1,000 years. Esau be like, yeah, he got 1,000 years to flex, but no, he knows he got a short time period. He got the truth coming out, and then you got the earth that he's supposed to be worried about. But you don't know that the Lord can fix it, and He is gonna fix it. That's why the brother posted Isaiah 60 and 13, man. to show you that he's going to beautify the planet Earth, man, because he has the power to do so. All right. So Shalom, Makim, keep faith, keep fighting. We almost home. Shalom.